Villagers block road after killing. PM makes call over COVID funding acquittals. And artwork as tribute.
This is National EMTV News with Helen Seah.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for Saturday's news. Central Province Governor Robert Agorobe arrived in Gara village at noon today to address the disgruntled crowd after the alleged killing of a 28-year-old man by police. This morning, traffic came to a standstill as villagers blocked the road with the body of the deceased placed on the road. Upon demand for justice and compensation from the family of the deceased, the governor gave assurance that the unit responsible for the death was called in and are currently under investigation at the Gordon's police station. Governor Agorobe assured the people of Guinea-Golo and the Central Province that he will make sure justice is served. The governor also gave 10,000 kina to the committee and the ward members, calling on the people to remove the roadblock. Assistant Commissioner of Police Southern Command Anthony Wagambi Jr. with Central Provincial Police Commander Laimo Asi also addressed a disgruntled crowd at the Gara market. ACP Wagambi Jr. assured the family of the deceased and the community that the suspect has been identified and is in police custody and currently being investigated.
This was something a big concern. We got a report last night. Like Deputy Commander said, we did not sleep. Sometimes we were communicating with them until this morning. That's why we came here, especially to assure you that action has been taken.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Like Laimo has said, Laimo talk here. The vehicle has been identified by you people here, has been locked up, the firearm removed, and the policeman identified has been arrested, locked in the cell now. Yeah. Action has been taken. Now it's your part now. You must cooperate with us. So investigation is taking place now. That's why we came here, for you to allow the CID to come and get statements. We cannot charge somebody if we don't have statements, witness statements. Mano Mary, you look him no, I blue you. You must give him story blue you. No, you will not arrest him on nothing. And we will court him. You must get statement, witness statement. You look him straight to eye, what happened? What car? How many policemen? You must give us those information. Otherwise, we cannot arrest somebody. We can lock him up, but we can't take him to court. We need that cooperation from you, the community. You must give that cooperation. I understand why you're frustrated. Me understand. Me don't have long talk bloody Islam. I understand. Life has been lost.
Prime Minister James Marape is dismayed with provincial health authorities who are yet to submit reports of COVID-19 funding. With only 2 PHAs handing in their reports, the Prime Minister has urged the other 20 PHAs to do the same. PM Marape says the government will be reluctant to assist PHAs if reports of COVID-19 funding are not made available to authorities.
During a recent brief this week at the NOC-19 headquarters, the Prime Minister expressed a dissatisfaction over COVID-19 funding reports from provincial health authorities in the country. He says millions from the state pocket, including donor funding, was given to PHAs for the COVID operation. Only 2 PHAs reported back to the state.
From the 20 provincial health authorities, we have only 2 have acquitted for fundings that they received last year.
The Prime Minister has lashed out to the 20 PHAs who are yet to submit their reports. He says this is crucial for additional funding as COVID-19 cases climb on a daily basis. PM Marape says such reports will define government's next plan of action to support PHAs.
National government cannot be spending money where reporting hasn't come back to us in this instance. So we're looking at a program where if the districts or the provinces or the PHAs aren't reporting at the controller level, we want to step in to do what we have to do in as far as assisting the provincial health with their capacity to step up, as well as national health. So that's something that we've found out to those who've been receiving funds, and some districts have put to good use. Some provincial health authorities have been putting it to good use. It has not been sufficient, but the money that we've sent to them, we hope they put to good use. Reporting is something that we're demanding on them for the next batch of resources to be allocated to those in the front line where people are.
Over 2 million was allocated to provinces while districts received 8 million each for COVID-19 operations. With the COVID stats doubling in the past 2 weeks, the Prime Minister says his government is doing everything to align the health sector. He says the submission of the financial reports to authorities is a must and must not be delayed.
We have budget capacity in our budget to shift, and we're trying to remobilize. Health, COVID has become a number one issue, shift all focus to health sector to ensure that it is up and running, but it is really dependent on the plan that is generated from the health department, health sector, not from politicians like me.
Jack Lopava Jr., National MTV News.
Octedi Mining Limited has committed 20 million kina to help Papua New Guinea curb the escalating COVID-19 cases in the country. OTML Acting Chief Executive Officer Kedi Limbit made the announcement today, saying OTML's commitment demonstrates the company's seriousness in addressing PNG's escalating COVID-19 situation. Mr. Limbit said 10 million kina will be given to the Port Moresby General Hospital and other agencies as determined by the national government, while the other 10 million kina will be used for the procurement, the distribution and rollout of vaccines in the Western Province. Central Governor Robert Agarobe says authorities are not stopping people from moving around but must follow COVID protocols. Governor Agarobe emphasized on mask wearing and hand sanitizing. He also spoke highly on rebuilding health facilities using COVID funding and encouraged people to farm the land during the pandemic. Agarobe says authorities will not be complacent with cases of COVID-19 for Central Province climbing constantly.
The provincial government, through its Provincial Health Authority, PHA, must ensure that selected health facilities in the districts be set up as tried centers and possible increase their capacity to allow for monitoring of flu and cough-like symptoms in the districts. 3. The provincial government, through its provincial and district administrations, must abide by and follow all coronavirus safety measures, the new normal, set up by the national government through the Office of the National Pandemic Controller.
Any vehicle owners or PMV owners that fail to comply with this, the authorized officers have been empowered under the Pandemic Act to impound vehicles. So I think that message must go out very clearly to our PMV operators, our vehicle owners. So those checkpoints will be actually policing these measures. But like Governor said, nobody should be paying any fees. If there are people who are charging fees, I think they should be reported.
You're watching National EMTV News. We'll have more stories after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the news. New Ireland Governor Sir Julius Chan has taken a bold stand to eradicate criminal elements in the province. Days after clashes along the highway and in town by locals and settlers, Governor Chan says authorities will work to arrest those responsible. The New Ireland Governor also urged parents, councillors and village elders, including youth, to take ownership and restore normalcy in their communities.
Recently, parts of New Ireland province saw civil unrest along the highway and in town following a carjack. This has left one man dead and others injured following retaliation by locals and settlers in town. The governor says all forces of law will work to arrest those responsible.
Now, we will not tolerate any rascalism or big man about. We will not tolerate them. Whether they're from New Ireland or outside provinces, it does not matter. If they're criminals anyway.
New Ireland is one of the country's tourist destinations because of its scenery and friendly people. With values of respect embedded in the custom, crime has not been an option. The New Ireland governor wants normalcy maintained in communities.
Because you want to live in peace, we got to stop now. You must start within the family. Long place belum itu belah yet, long village belum itu belah. You must start him display exercise now. You yet or papa mama he must talk good, no young club no you mean train him all good, tambul all this kind something inside long place. Harem tok long councillor, harem tok long village court magistrate, harem tok long all my belong you may go back long Pasim Tumbuna where you may been come so many thousand years now. Peace has always reigned in your island.
With investigations underway, the provincial government will enforce tough measures against criminal elements. Governor Chen spoke highly of upholding law and order with parents to take lead and support from village elders.
Only making this law and order all sample line the soul is for all of us. So we must all obey the law. And now government will be elected to rule New Island. I intend to begin by observing the law. Amigo pass, or respect him law blowing you me yet. I want him something organic law on provincial and local level government. It talk the way me play spending money, the way me play put him all kind project. It must benefit ultimately the people of New Island. So I will follow the law.
Jagla Power Jr., National EMTV News.
The International Day of Forest is an important day that was declared by the UN Assembly. The day is for mankind to honor the contribution by its forest vegetation. The PNG Forest Authority celebrated the day recently with the launch of the tree planting program held in Kuriva outside Port Moresby. PNGFA Managing Director gave a resounding address emphasizing the need for all to plant trees and replenish the forest.
If we cannot replenish the forest, what we have cut down globally and nationally, we are not on a pathway to recovery. We are not going to replenish. We can be proud. We can promote ourselves and boast that we still have about 75% forest cover in our country, but that's not a true record. Our operation Panem Ground, Panem DY has paved way for strategy in reforestation and afforestation, which went through all the approval process through CICC to NEC, and they finally approved the strategy on reforestation and afforestation. And we have a funding base, 20% forest revenue base, which generates 350 million plus for this country through round log export. 20% of that will drive this program.
Samarai Mura will be hosting 4 major cultural festivals in the attempts to boost the district's tourism potential. In partnership with the National Cultural Commission, the district hopes to also revive the cultural traditions that seem to be dying out with the rapid influence of the Western world. Tourism Minister and also Samarai Mura MP E.C. Henry Leonard says our culture and tradition are our identities.
The Samarai Murua district of the Milne Bay province will be hosting 4 major cultural events this year. This is in the attempts to boost its tourism potential. With the challenges of COVID-19, the tourism minister and district MP has taken on a new strategy to go local.
Go back to the allergy, to the ward, and allow the owners of the product to participate. And there we create tourism in its truest sense, that the product owners participate and they benefit.
The 4 festivals will be held in the 4 LLGs of the Samarai Murua district. For some of these festivals, it's been over 30 years since the people have seen specific traditional dances showcased. The district has partnered with the National Cultural Commission to host these events. With the launching of the 4 different festivals, NCC Executive Director Stephen Kilanda says the Commission will add these festivals to the National Cultural Events calendar.
Put all these 4 cultural events into a national cultural event calendar. The Commission, after this launching, you'll come up with a date and you'll give it to my office, and we will put it insert those dates into a national cultural calendar. Event calendar, so that any visitors, any tourists, or anybody want to visit Samurai.
These cultural events will help boost the preservation of the district's culture and tradition. The tourism minister says we should take pride in practicing our traditional ways today and preserving it for our future generations.
Without our culture and our history, it's like someone with Alzheimer's disease. He can't remember where he came from, and he will never know where he's going to. So he's lost, and he's going around in circle, trying to work out where to go. That is the reason why our culture is very important. You me one time, long country belong you me, they belong.
Lilian Sopera Kenea, National EMTV News.
Presidents of the 4 LLGs of the Samarai Mura district were present at the official launching of the Samarai Mura cultural events. They all supported the move by their member E.C. Henry Leonard to revive the dormant cultural festivals. For some of the festivals, it's been over 30 years since any event occurred. They also welcomed the idea to have these events recognized in the national calendar.
The minister has said it today. Today you go around this country, you see a lot of people wearing baggy. And I'm proud of that. Because that is where it comes from, where I come from. The baggy comes from where I come from. I am so proud to see the people of this country wearing it. It gives me pride. And I feel so high about it. That is what I want to show to this country, to the world, that this is where it comes from, this is where we make it, this is the factory.
There was not much interest. They were thinking of it as just some kind of a program that will not happen. Because as we get into Western way of life, people begin to forget about culture. In that way, the people of Murua and the committees that we have formulated wanted to have the event so that we can bring back the culture of Murua and heritage of Murua, and teach the young people who have almost forgotten and the cultures have faded to participate in the programs.
And so now I'm happy that it is now by this government under the leadership of Honourable Member and Director, we have now taken that initiative back to the locals to have them participate in these activities. So once again, on behalf of Buanabana local level government and my 23 ward members who are the committees to this event, I would like to say thank you so much.
But we haven't been tapping into that. It's all there. And this opportunity here given to us, we will showcase our culture and we will show the whole Papua New Guinea how unique Luciad will be and is. And I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I stand here representing more than 50,000 people of Luciad rural local level government area.
Just before one walks onto the pathway leading to the National Archives, portrayed on the billboard is a breathtaking mural of the great-grand chief Sir Michael Somare. EMTV News recently caught up with the man behind the creation of this painting, Clement Coyce, PNG's leading muralist.
6 meters wide and 4 meters in height stands the mural Long Live Sana. It took 3 days to paint, with 4 different artists assisting to paint the background. Country's leading muralist Clement Coyce says this is his tribute to the founding father of the nation.
Me ask him, Executive Director Stephen Kalanda, long me can be like making one big billboard, just long awesome one tribute blomigo long him. Mibla painimol one him have me make him one him the big pla where me no like to make him like some at least the big pla.
Clement Coyce is from the Chimbu province and is one of the country's best portrait artists and 3D painter. Mr. Kois is also the chairman of the PNG Tumbuna Visual Arts Association. He says, although the background took a longer time to paint, the portrait itself was done in less than 2 hours.
Suppose you look painting by locomotion, igada emi long highlands, long highest mountain lo Papua New Guinea come go down long Nambis. Some sun kirap long dawn color dusk long Nambis. By looking misty mountains lo upside na go down long sun go down lo island lo up. Meaning one side lo Papua New Guinea go lo another side lo Papua New Guinea. You look into by looking more plenty or some more bilas blong start lo Bougainville na finish la Alatao or Duk everything long cultural something blue mean identity blue me blah more gadas stop inside lo.
Because the painting was an initiative of the National Cultural Commission, Kois incorporated as much of PNG's cultural aspect into the mural as background to the founding father's portrait.
Yeah, me paint him this me title him sana. Me like me talk long live sana. Legacy belong by stop yet.
Lilian Sopera Kenea, National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. Up next, some sporting updates in Chukai Sports. Stay tuned.
Chukai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. One player that has made tremendous contributions to the SPPNG Hunters in the first round is prop Samuel Yejip. Hunters coach Matthew Church has praised the powerhouse forward who has led from the front, being an example with positive attitude shown by the players who have been eager to get the season underway.
PNG Hunters coach Matthew Church has credited the Digicel Cup for preparing the players for the rigors of this season's Intrust Super Cup campaign. An example has been the impressive form of debutant prop Samuel Yagip. Yagip's performance carried on from his man-of-the-match effort in last year's Digicel Cup final, as he ploughed through the Lace Next Tigers defense in the 77th minute to win the premiership for the Hello Wigmen. Church stated that one of the upsides of not playing in the ISC last year was that the entire squad was able to play in the Digicel Cup, lifting the overall standard of the competition. Church added that Yagip was a great example of that, with a solid performance against Wynnum Manly last weekend. Yagip was able to step up to this level of competition because of his hard work done with the Hello Wigmen. Church identified Yagip as a promising player, making his way through the system in PNG, with the Hunters program playing its part in progressing the player's career. Huxley Lovai, Chukai Sports.
And that ends Chukai Sports. There were the details after the break.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
A look at the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the southern region. Becoming cloudy with showers and thunderstorms in Port Moresby. Rain showers and thunderstorms, then cloudy weather in Daru and Kerema. Partly cloudy with brief thundery showers in Alotau and a few showers and possible thunderstorms in Popondita. In the Momase region, evening showers possible in Lae, some showers in Medang, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms in Wewak, and a few showers and possible thunderstorms in Vanimo. In the New Guinea Islands region, rain showers and thunderstorms easing to cloudy periods in Lorengau, Thunderstorm and rain showers easing to cloudy periods in Kavieng. Cloudy with a few showers and possible thunderstorms in Kokopo and Rabaul. Brief showers and possible thunderstorms in Kimbe, and a few showers and thunderstorms easing to cloudy periods in Buka. And in the Highlands region, a few rain showers and drizzles in Mount Hagen, a few showers and drizzles and cloudy weather in Goroka and Kundiawa, and rain showers and thunderstorms easing to cloudy periods in Mendi and Wabeg. Forecast for small crafts for the next 24 hours. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border through Torres Strait to Daru and Kiwai Islands to Kerema, including Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Islands, with waters of Finschhafen through Vitiaz and Dampier Straits to CRC and Long Island, seas of 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Samarai Islands to Cape Fogle and eastern and western Milne Bay Islands, seas of 1 to 1.5 meters. Waters north of Cape Fogle to Huon Gulf and to Finschhafen, seas of 0.3 to 1.3 meters. Waters north of Long Island to Medang to Wewak and Aitape to Vanimo, including northern PNG Indonesian border, and with waters of New Ireland to New Britain and Bougainville, seas of 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas of 0.5 to 1.3 meters. A look at the ocean forecast for PNG areas in the Coral Sea. Seas moderate to patches rough with east to southeast winds at 15 to 25 knots with gusts. In Solomon Seas, seas slight to moderate with east to south winds of 10 to 20 knots. In the Bismarck Sea, seas smooth to slight with east to southeast winds at 5 to 15 knots, and in the Pacific Ocean, seas moderate to fresh with east to southeasterly winds at 15 to 20 knots with gusts.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that's been the news, sport and weather for Saturday, 27th of March 2021. On behalf of the news team, pleasant viewing, be safe, good night.